What is good, you guys? It's your boy Randy Anderson here today with the Average Guy Podcast on the Average Guy Studios. And today, before we start off, I really want to show my appreciation to a few people and where all the lists be coming from of last week and a little bit of all this week, not last week. Yeah, let me. Oh, it's not one. What's that? Come on. Yeah. So I want to say thank you from the three people in the UK. Also want to say thank you to Kansas City. You know what I'm saying? Hometown, looking out. Egypt. You know what I'm saying? We got 12 listeners from Egypt. I want to shout you guys out. I wish it would show everybody's name, but it doesn't. I think it's Alexander Stein. I don't know how to say that. I apologize in Egypt. I want to thank you guys too. Oak Grove, Missouri. Thank everybody there. And yeah, man, we just gonna keep growing. But yeah, until then, let's get this thing started. Like usual, we talk sports, hot topics, get it off your chest. And I want to shout out to, well, he wanted to be anonymous last week. I don't know if I said thank you last week at the end of the episode, or no, Tuesday at the end of the episode. But I want to say thank you for writing us, and I hope your situation was taken care of as professionally as it could be. Because I told you, I would have gave old dude 5 minutes, and both of them would have been cut off. But let's start this episode. We have a few more people coming in, and then somebody coming in a little bit later, I think, maybe. So first of all, I want to thank my co-host, Lauren Jones.
Hey. Let's go, baby. All day.
And Jameer, Corey's supposed to join in. But let's talk about the finals, man. And then Kelvin might be coming in. So let's talk finals. Oh, my bad, y'all. What did you think, man? What did you think? What is the thought process right now?
Oh, man. So, man, Chris Paul bad luck? Is Chris Paul bad luck? Like, I'm just trying to figure it out, man, because, I mean, this is, I think, 3 years now, 3 different seasons where his injury has literally derailed the team. And, I mean, it was so heart-wrenching because, I mean, Chris Paul is one of the top point guards ever to play this game. But, I mean, that injury bug just catches him at the worst time.
Every time.
And, I mean, in Game 6, and Chris Paul knew this because Chris Paul is a veteran. Game 6, Chris Paul looked like he wanted to cry because he knew that was the game that they needed to have. They didn't want to go 7, even though they had it at home. And, I mean, Game 7, good grief, man. I mean, live by the 3, die by the 3. And that's the NBA. Like, the NBA is live by the 3, die by the 3. And so they died. They died. James Harden, I mean, he's not there. And, I mean, this is part of being a superstar. You got to deal with the criticism because he's kind of at that point where LeBron was, maybe 7, 8 years back. Before he started getting titles, and he just couldn't get over that hump, and it would be like at the end of the game he would just go to sleep. And James Harden is gonna have to really figure that out. As a superstar in this league, you got to figure out how to win these games, especially because you have such a juggernaut like Golden State. I mean, Golden State is gonna have a noose on the Western Conference for at least the next couple seasons before contracts are up and things of that nature. So you got to figure out how to win, and you want to win against the best. On the East, I mean, I told y'all that I love Boston's team in the future, but you just don't give somebody like LeBron James a fighting chance. You just don't give it to him. And, I mean, he proved why he's the king, why he is still the best NBA player in the league today. And so now we have I don't even know, what do you call it? This is not, 4. You can't even. I mean, you got the trilogy, but what do you call 4? I guess you just call it 4. I believe. I believe that a lot of people were automatically discounting the Cavs, which in today's NBA actually works to their favor because it takes some of the pressure off. Do I expect them to beat Golden State? Absolutely not. I don't expect that. I don't expect them to get swept either. I just think that the toughest thing for them is going to be playing defensive discipline, not defensive, but discipline, defensive basketball. That's going to be the biggest challenge for them. And that is going to come down to Tyronn Lue. Tyronn Lue is going to have every single player down, and Tyronn Lue is going to have to dial himself in and make sure that he plays the substitution game well. And like I said, I don't expect the Cavs to win, but I don't expect them to lay it down either. I don't expect a sweep in the series. I will give it 4-2.
Okay.
4-2 is what I want to call the series. I think that the Cavs can still win in Golden State.
How generous!
And I think that they'll get one at home.
How generous!
Man, what you over there talking about? You going fishing? Take that hat off. Stop hating.
Hey, I got the hat ready for the Cavs early, man. You know what I'm saying? Sitting them fishing.
All right. So, Jameer, what you got for us?
What was the question on it?
The finals. What is your thoughts on it? What are you giving everybody?
I don't know. I'm watching this game now, and I'm surprised Cleveland is winning. But I think the finals, I see it as the last 2 games in Golden State, Houston. I think right now, I mean, you got LeBron, so you got to give him a chance. But Golden State is the kind of team like they so good. It's like you playing NBA 2K, like you been playing it for years. You playing as somebody that just started. And it's like you don't even really care about the game until like, oh man, it's like the 3rd or 4th quarter. I'm losing. You start actually playing. That's what I see. Like that's how I see Golden State and this thing. It's like they're so good. It's like they're not even really focused in the first couple of quarters.
Okay.
The other team do whatever.
All right. And before we get done with this, I really want to tell you guys something. It's still on the sports, but I want to say I predicted this last year. But Corey, go ahead, give us your thoughts.
No, it's simple. If they were in the gym playing or on the blacktop, it'd be Golden State 4-0. But the NBA is a business, so I agree with Lauren. It'll be, I can see it. I can see it going forward too. You know, for business purposes. But but
right.
that's not it. This is not much to talk about here.
Yeah, Corey got a point. Corey definitely got a point. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna see somebody, one of the big 3 gonna get injured, and it's gonna be all hope for the Cavaliers.
Well, what happened last year? It was only 5 games. What happened to the business that time?
Oh man, you gotta let the king win. You gotta let the LeBron stands, you know what I'm saying, get their panties out of the bunch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, those refs, they were definitely doing the job last year. I think there was one game LeBron had about I think Cleveland went to the free throw line like 20 times in the first quarter. It was one. I think it was either last year. Matter of fact, it's been a few of those games throughout their little rivalry. But yeah, one of those games last year, it was ridiculous. So, you know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say. I know I said a gentleman's sweep. I don't know, man. If everybody's been talking about it, and I've looked at it over again, and now I'm thinking it might go. I don't know, man. I'm giving the Cavs 2 because I'm telling you, something's gonna miraculously happen, and one of the big 3 is gonna be down, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, what are the Warriors gonna do?" And that's what we're gonna give them 2. So Lauren, I'm gonna go with you, but I'm still gonna go to State. But yeah, before we get off of that, y'all got anything else y'all want to speak on? Because Lauren over here, like, yeah, I got something. I see your face. I'm looking at you.
LeBron and I will not let you disrespect us like this. We will not let you disrespect us like this. Now, Golden State is a overall better core of basketball players.
Mm-hmm.
But in a 7-game series, it only takes one thing to happen for the series to change. Now, y'all talking about injuries, and I don't think that's going to happen. If it was going to happen, Klay Thompson would have been out for the rest of the game. Here's going to be Golden State's issue, and y'all already said it. It's complacency.
That's true.
It's going to be complacency. And you know, everybody's talking about how good Golden State is. Golden State's not the same basketball team that they were last year. They're not the same basketball team. And one thing that I like in this game so far that they're playing, Cleveland will have to keep this up, you know, in a 7-game series, which would be challenging, is the fact that they're not playing afraid. And I think that's the biggest, I think for me, that was the biggest key in game one, was don't play afraid. Tyronn Lewis playing his rotations. He's able to play his rotations because they've been able to keep pace with him. I think the third quarter will say a lot, because the third quarter is normally when Golden State really starts to turn it up. They're great at halftime adjustments. But we're not gonna let you disrespect us by saying y'all gonna give us a couple games. I don't think Golden State's the same team this year. I think Kevin Durant is playing way too much ISO basketball. And I think that will, if Cleveland can play to that right there, if Cleveland can play to allowing Kevin Durant to play ISO basketball, I'm just saying, Houston almost took them out. And we gave Houston a lot of credit for being this juggernaut of a team, but really what they were was Chris Paul, James Harden, and then a bunch of dudes that can get hot at any point, not taking away anything from Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker, Trevor Ariza. But I mean, really, they had two great players, and then everybody else, you know what I'm saying, were just on the team for the most part. And we saw what happens when one of your superstars on a team like that goes down. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be more of a competitive series. Like I said, I don't expect Cleveland to win, but I think it's going to be more competitive than people give it credit for.
Okay.
I hope so, because I don't got nothing to do that night.
And that was from our Shannon Sharp. All right. Like I was saying, we're gonna stay in the NBA real quick. My bad. The NBA has took their first draft for the NBA 2K18-19 draft class. They finally did their draft, and what that means is the NBA 2K players, the best players in the world, got drafted. They get drafted, I think, for 6 months, and they go to whatever city they're drafted to, and they get paid $35,000 to play 2K for that city. And then I think the draft happens all over again next year. But yeah, shout out to the people that got drafted. That's dope. That's dope. Making y'all some good money. You know what I'm saying? Just playing video games. Shout out to y'all. But have y'all heard anything in the NFL?
Yeah.
Please let me know, because I ain't seen nothing.
So there's a lot of news right now. I mean, where we said Colin Kaepernick was being quiet, Eric Reed is not. Eric Reed is not being quiet.
Really?
No, not at all. You know what I'm saying? And the NFLPA is not being quiet either. And I think that's a big thing for the players, is that they do have some level of defense. Now, here's the problem with the whole thing is the NFL has already made a decision. So if the NFL reverses that decision, it just keeps the conversation going. And, you know, NFL likes its media. You know what I'm saying? They like to be the center of attention, you know? So they will spin things in a lot of different manners. There was some news coming out that the owners were trying to appease Trump with this so-called vote. And that's what this vote that really wasn't a vote was all about, was trying to appease Trump, which, I mean, of course, you know, probably 50, not 75% of the owners gave money to Trump's campaign, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just kind of that political warfare, you know what I'm saying, as it relates to, you know, white ownership. And so, yeah, it's still a lot of noise around these protests. Colin Kaepernick is being somewhat subliminal by retweeting a lot of things. He's not saying anything, but he's retweeting quite a bit.
He's playing it smart.
Yeah. Somebody was telling me that maybe there's a gag order where he can't. Corey, I think it was you that said maybe there's a gag order with the lawsuit that he has going on with the NFL that he can't say anything right now. That his attorneys have basically said he needs to refrain from any comments. And you know, I mean, it's never going to be found that the NFL is colluding. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. They're never gonna find enough evidence. Owners will destroy any shred of evidence. If anybody finds it, it'll be destroyed before it gets out to the public. So collusion is not gonna happen. I think that they just have to take protest in another format and still try to screw the NFL. I mean, they've already kind of screwed the economic dollar of the NFL. You know what I'm saying? You know, with people not watching, not as many people watching. Of course, they're trying to get back all of their Caucasian vote, you know. But I think their pockets have been hurt and they kind of put themselves in a bad situation as it relates to how they handle the protests. You know, Dez Bryant, actually big news. Dez Bryant still is not on the team. Brandon Marshall's on the team.
I was gonna bring that up. Yeah, he's on Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, Dez Bryant is not on the team. But what I did hear is that Dez Bryant actually turned down a deal from Baltimore because they wanted to sign him to a multi-year deal, and he only wanted to sign a 1-year contract. And so he's still kind of out there searching for a team. I think it was a mistake. I think that, you know, his agent should have said, "Hey, we want a 1-year deal with either a team option or a player option for the second year." You know, because what Dez is basically saying is that he wants 1 year to prove that he can still play. So he only wants to sign 1 year. So if he has a great year, he can go and get more money. Right. But I think he should have played that a little bit safer because it doesn't really seem like anybody's all that interested in him. So it sounds like maybe he should have took Baltimore up on that deal and maybe left the door open after the first year for him to be able to you know, be at least a restricted free agent, you know, because maybe he has a great year and within that, you know, restricted free agency, obviously, you know, if y'all don't know how that works, you know, a team makes an offer and then the team that he plays for has the right to try to counter that offer. And so, you know, I don't know. It's looking bleaker as I mean, when players like Brandon Marshall get signed, even though it was a stretch, because I mean it's Seattle, you know what I'm saying? Who knows how much he's gonna play?
They lost Jermaine Kearse, so I can see that.
So yeah, it's quiet, but I mean there's a lot of things. I mean, the quarterback, you know, all the quarterbacks that got drafted, will they play? Will they not play? Oh, was it Darius Randall, Corey, for Cleveland?
Who?
Darius Randall. He said that if Cleveland wins, Cleveland wins the title, that he will buy jerseys for everybody that retweets or something like that. And so he's got like,
What'd you say, Corey?
What'd you say?
No. You said Darius Randall.
Yeah, for Cleveland, because you know he got traded from Green Bay to Cleveland this year. And he said if Cleveland wins the title, he's giving jerseys for everybody that I guess retweets what he said.
That's all I take.
Cornerback, defensive back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's up to 2 million retweets. So he better hope that Cleveland loses now, because unless he got a plug on jerseys for $1.
Yeah,
and everybody know. I mean, he's really not gonna do it. I think it was just for the ploy. But he must. Hey, easy way to get some Twitter followers. I tell you that much.
That's true. So that brings up a question: what do y'all think Cleveland will do this year?
Cleveland Browns?
Yes, not the LeBron.
They went 0-16 last year, right?
Did they? No, they did. They did lose one.
Yeah,
they did.
0-16.
Right.
They were 0-16 last year, right? So Cleveland will triple their wins this year.
Nah, they ain't gonna be that bad.
If I was a Cleveland fan, I'd be like, "Oh, okay."
But here's what I'm basing it off of. I'm not basing it off of. I'm basing it. They actually have a pretty tough schedule, and of course, the AFC North is always tough. But they actually have a relatively tough schedule this year. So it's not that I don't think they're going to be good. I mean, you have to be better than you were last year. But they have a pretty tough schedule. So it'll be interesting to see if they actually can win more than 3 or 4 games. I know the NFL is saying that they think that Cleveland is a sleeper to make the playoffs. And yeah.
All right, Jameer, what is your thoughts real quick?
I don't know nothing about the season. I know they had like 2 top 10 draft picks.
Yes.
So they got a quarterback and they got a – what else did they get?
Did they go defensive back?
I think they went defensive back.
Without looking at the schedule, I mean, and looking at the division, they're not going to be Pittsburgh either one of those games. Who else is in the division? Cincinnati?
The Bengals.
Yeah.
Bengals, and you got who else?
Baltimore.
Yeah,
Baltimore.
They might be able to beat Cincinnati one game, like a home game. Baltimore, I don't know about them. They might be able to beat them. Those are the rivalry games, so I give them 2 games in their conference at least. Outside, yes, I would give them 3 games too, because I don't know who the other teams they playing.
All right, Corey, what you got for us?
I think they can grab they go about 6-10 or 5-11. I ain't gonna say they gonna go 0-16 again. Well, about 6-10, 5-11.
Good God.
I mean, you never know. You never know. The North isn't as strong as it has. It's a good time. If any time would be the time to strike, it'd be now for Cleveland. Get the ball rolling early. So it's about how much energy they come with. They got Tyrod Taylor, right?
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor, and then who else? Did they draft?
They got a squad.
Yeah, they got a team.
They drafted Baker Mayfield.
No.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield. Yeah, that's the quarterback. Yeah.
Baker Mayfield. So they have between Mayfield and Taylor. If Mayfield doesn't work out, they'll have that quarterback battle going on in training camp, but and preseason. But if Mayfield doesn't work out, you got Tyrod Taylor you can turn to. He can get you some wins. They upgraded on defense also, so they can. I mean, we'll have to see. I got to see more from their roster. Take a look at every other thing that's going on in the league. I really haven't been paying attention. I'm not gonna watch. I'm not watching anything this year. But as far as prognosticating and all that, I can get into as much as I can. Well, for right now, I'm not gonna watch it. We'll see where this saga goes with the NFL. But I think I'm gonna look around and see what else is going on with the other teams. Because it's all up to strength of schedule and everything. But if anything, this would be the time for them to strike. Pittsburgh will still be tough. But Cincinnati, they're up and down, and Baltimore is up and down. So you never know what you can get. And I think they've really, as far as Cincinnati, unless they make a really big move, they've hit their peak, and Baltimore is on the downslide. they're trying to figure out what's going on unless they go with Lamar Jackson. But Flacco, he's overstayed. He's overstayed his welcome. So yeah, I think this will be the year to do something. You know, put your footprint. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Cleveland is gonna get 4 games. I'll give Cleveland 4 just because that receiving core is amazing. They still have 2 great running backs. Or no, is it 1 now?
3.
No, they traded 1 away.
Yeah, but they got
Carlos
Johnson
Hyde
and Carlos Hyde. Plus they got somebody else. They got a third down back too. Offensively, they're stacked except for one key loss. And it's a big loss with Joe Thomas. You know, Joe Thomas retired at the end of the season last year. He's protected the quarterback's backside for Joe Thomas in the league for like 12 years and never missed a game to the end, and he went ahead and retired. So that's a big deal. He's going to be tough to replace, and you know, especially with if they let Baker play, that's going to be tough, man. Because with a rookie, you want a tackle that's going to protect your blind side. Tyrod Taylor's got a little bit more experience, so he kind of understands more about stepping up in the pocket and things of that nature. But yeah, that's a big loss. But offensively, they're stacked. Jarvis Landry, the rookie they had last year, Coleman, I think,
yep.
last name.
Yep.
You know, he was good.
They got Gordon back.
You got the weed, Mr. The Weed.
The weed.
Josh Gordon. So if he don't get tested, I mean, look. Josh Gordon in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
Don't sleep on me when I say this. Josh Gordon in the NFL, when he gets to play, is a top 5 receiver.
That's facts. And I will be drafting him in my fantasy league. Now let me get
I will not.
What? You crazy. That is a nice 10th or 11th round draft pick right there.
He'll get tested. He'll get tested.
All right. Before we get to hot topics, I want to talk about fantasy football. So, is it okay to play fantasy football if we're not watching NFL?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah.
You get some.
Yeah.
You said what?
I mean, I guess if you're doing it for, I guess competitive, or trying to get some money, hell, why not? But how that's gonna be hard to do without watching it, though.
Nope. I'm gonna let everybody else speak, and I'm gonna tell you why. But go ahead, Jameer.
I was gonna say only if you want to lose, because I can't see you knowing. I mean, unless you're watching highlights or something like that, how you gonna know who to pick? That's
okay. That's another one. All right, Lauren, what you got for me?
Yeah, I played fantasy last year, and I didn't even start watching the season until, or I didn't even start watching football until week 10, I think. And I actually won my league last year, so it's knowing football. Like, if you know football, I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, that's one of the good things about the internet. You know what I'm saying? Is, you can follow stat lines, because I mean, depending on what league you play in, you just got to know who's gonna put up points or who's gonna, put up a culmination of yards. You know what I'm saying? Touchdowns. So, I mean, you don't have to watch football. Does it help? Absolutely, it does help, and this is why it helps, because
only when injuries happen.
Well, not only that, but those one or two players that are sleepers, you kind of gotta watch the first 3 or 4 weeks to see, okay, who did I miss that I can pick up on a waiver wire, or maybe somebody didn't pick them up. But other than that, I mean, yeah, you can absolutely win. I mean, the NFL is not that different from the NBA as far as the superstar aspect. You know who the superstars are. You know who they are. And the only thing that would derail that is an injury.
But doesn't that involve watching? I mean, even if you like go into a web page, you still that's count as a view. That's
No,
that's still a form of advertising.
So
Because of television, internet, technology.
But it's not watching a game. It's watching.
Exactly.
It's looking at stats.
But the reason why they don't watch games is because you can get money. When you visit these web pages, that's how they get money.
That's how the web pages get money. Not the NFL.
Companies.
Oh, the NFL got that's the NFL's web page.
That's no, I don't even have a page if they wasn't making money on it.
Yeah, no, I see exactly what you're saying. Is that still? I don't think it's still watching football, but if you're asking, is it still supporting the NFL? Yeah, but is it watching football? No.
I mean, is
it supporting the NFL? Yeah,
right. Yeah, why still do fantasy football, or why still watch the stats? If you're going to strike something, you might as well just like erase it or something.
Well, I'm saying I don't need to watch. I know who I want to pick up, so I don't need to watch. But I see reasons to watch.
All
right, hey, can we go back to the Cleveland Browns conversation?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna give you. I got the schedule right here. I want y'all to call it right now. All right. Week 1, Cleveland against New York Giants. Who y'all got?
That's a dub.
At home or on the road?
That's a dub.
I don't know. It's not showing.
You don't say on the road or at home?
That's a dub, y'all.
They can beat them. It depends on which Eli Manning show up.
It depends on where they at.
I give
Buffalo. Buffalo, Cleveland.
Buffalo, Cleveland. That's a loss. No, that's a dub. I give them a W for that one because that quarterback trash.
Oh, they home on the road. You got to see home on the road is a huge factor. See, we don't know. Yeah, we got to know if they on the road or playing at home.
All right, I was just messing with you. I was just messing with y'all anyway. I wanted to see where y'all was at. Those were preseasons. Let's go to the regular season. Steelers, Browns.
That's a L. That's definitely L.
Oh, that don't even matter. That's an L. Yeah, it don't matter where they at.
I'm gonna drop the L right there.
Yeah, Browns Saints.
Oh, that's L. Kamara gonna run them over.
Jets, Browns.
That might be a dub because I don't know who their quarterback is.
Josh McCown or Sam Darnold.
They can tell.
How about Browns Raiders? Corey.
Oh, that's Raiders all day, man. That's an L for them. Yeah, that's an L.
Chargers, Browns.
Nah, hey, on week two though, you never know what it. See, there's another one that depends on home or away because with the Saints,
week 2, the Saints.
Yeah, if they're in Cleveland, Drew Brees on the road playing in Cleveland, you never know. You never know, and this is an improved Cleveland team, so you never know.
I respect that. I respect that. Whatever. Chargers, Browns.
That's L.
Buccaneers, Browns. I give them that one.
I don't trust Jason Daniels listening at all.
Yeah, he might be trying to steal some crabs that day. How about Chiefs, Browns?
That's an L.
That's a dub.
Falcons.
What? The disrespect.
Don't even respond to that.
Browns gonna do the job. Yo, who y'all got? Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes.
Boy. Don't hate. Patrick Homeboy. He gonna be ready. You watch. How about Falcons, Browns? Falcons, Browns.
That's an L.
Yeah, they're gonna lose that.
Depends.
Texans,
on where they're at. Hold on. That last one, Falcons, Browns. That depend on where they at though.
Hell no.
They are. They're in it.
Depend on where they at. If they on the road, see, I'm thinking off of history. We talking about an improved Browns team. If they on, and we talking about going on the road. The Falcons ain't been guaranteed to win every game. You know that, especially regular season. They slip up. They tend to turn it on come playoff time. So you know, it's full game.
How about Texans Browns?
They're gonna lose that.
Yeah, they definitely. I still trust. I still trust Hopkins.
How about the donkeys? How about the donkeys and the Browns?
The donkeys and the Browns. Who the fuck is the donkeys?
The Broncos.
Oh, yeah, that's what they are. Yeah, the donkeys. Yeah.
All right, so y'all gave them one win out of all them games, and y'all talking about they getting ready to win 6. So you saying that they gonna split the division?
I gave more than that.
You gave them 2. So you saying that you gave them 2 wins?
I gave them the Chiefs. I gave them the Chiefs.
You gave the Browns.
You gave them 2 wins.
You know what I'm saying?
So you said,
we gotta know. We got to know if they playing at home or on the road. Now, it don't matter if they in Arrowhead or in the toilet bowl over in Cleveland. You know, they going to get that dub, you know what I'm saying, over the chump.
That's so disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying?
I love the disrespect because when they beat the Raiders, it's going to be hilarious.
Okay. They beat the Raiders. If you think so, you know what I'm saying? We got Jordy Nelson. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Carr gonna be back 100%.
That old ass boy, he ain't gonna be doing a damn thing. Him and Aaron Rodgers.
You said
I play the Browns in Cleveland.
All right, so now that we got our 2 other guests, shout out to Corey, or not Corey, but damn Raiders, you damn Raiders fan, bro. I'm telling you.
Pop my goddamn copy. You know what I'm saying?
My boy K Dot, aka Kelvin, and we got Roy here.
What up, Roy?
Roy.
What's up, Ryan?
I said my bad. I said Ryan. I meant to say Ryan. My bad, yo.
Hey, Roy.
My bad, bro.
What's up, Corey? What's up, Laura? What's up, Buck?
What's up,
man?
Hey, man, I said funny ass shit happened to me, man. I had some funny ass shit happened to me, man. I just went to a liquor store and shit, and I was coming out. But like when I was coming out, this gay chick with some dreads and walked in. Can you hear me?
Hold on.
What?
Yeah. I was walking out and this gay chick was walking in. So I get in my car and I see this bad little chick and her little shit. And I started hollering at her. She was like, yeah, you cute and all, but that was my girlfriend that just walked in there. I was like, so give me the number. Stub bitches take dick too. Nigga, that bitch was dog laughing. That gave me the number, nigga.
That happened to me at a strip club before.
That shit was funny, motherfucker.
All right. But that would have been get it off your chest, but that's not till later. So let's hit these hot topics. All right, man. Let's hit these hot topics. All right. So I don't know if you guys have all seen, but the little Caucasian lady, little Caucasian girl, said the N-word on stage at the Kendrick Lamar concert. What is you guys' thoughts? And do you guys believe that she should have got a pass? Yes or no?
No, she shouldn't have got a pass. And no, yes, that was a beautiful setup. Because he knew she was going to say it.
He said no. Jameer, go ahead.
Man, I don't know. I've been thinking about that all week. You know, it seemed like it was like I thought about it from a white person. She shouldn't have did that because she know what's going to happen. Number one, but number two, like the setup part too is like as an artist, you write songs and you want them to sing the songs and you know, this is the hip hop industry. The majority of the people buy the CDs and go to the concerts, white people. So what do you think they're doing? You think when they're in their car, they're not saying it? I mean, they buy hip hop way more than black people. They the ones that got the money. So I don't know. I've been going back and forth with that. I know number one, she should have been thinking. She shouldn't have said that. I mean, she should have. You just don't do that. I don't think how many white people was in the audience.
I mean, when you stoned out your mind, you really don't think that clearly. So,
I mean,
I'm gonna blame it on the Ambien.
We're gonna get to her too. But Corey, you up next. What you got for us?
Hell yeah, she should have said that shit. He wrong for that shit. This nigga. Don't put it in the goddamn record, and then you know what I'm saying. Make sure you only invite into your show if that's all you want. if that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? She ain't about to be up there, you know what I'm saying, editing herself every 2 words, you know what I'm saying? You know, just to rap your shit, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, if he didn't want it in the record, you know what I'm saying? If he didn't want her saying it, shit, don't market that. Don't put that out there, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, or put on, you know, just like they have a parental advisory sticker, have niggas only stickers. You know what I'm saying? We purchase my record, and you know what I'm saying? I catch you buying my stuff, or you get on stage, you feel like you want to get on stage and do a little karaoke and wrong words slip out, you know what I'm saying? Then we can stomp you. But other than that, if you gonna sell it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna say that shit. You know what I'm saying? You white, whether you white or A-Rab, whatever, get on there, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
A-Rabs can say it.
We getting A-Rab money. We getting A-Rab money. All right, Ryan, what you got? You up next, man.
Hey, man, that bitch got a pass, bro. She got a pass when he first told her to watch that shit. The second time, I'd have had that bitch jumped on stage and tossed back in the crowd. Yeah, that shit, I think it was crazy for real. You gotta think a Kendrick Lamar concert. I don't know, was it in LA? Anybody know where it was?
Texas. Somewhere in Texas.
Oh, you know,
Oh, man, that motherfucker say nigga like it's the alphabet, man. He knew what he was doing. But he cut that bitch short though, because she might have knew the words, but she didn't have no fucking rhythm.
All right, Lord, what you got for us? You up next.
Man, I'm gonna be short and I'm gonna be sweet. I'm gonna be short and I'm gonna be sweet, man. Keep taking a word that was used to be derogatory against us and trying to make it cool. So we can't be mad that everybody else think it's cool because everybody else think we cool. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right. So, do you guys believe? I want to get you guys' honest opinion. Do you guys believe buying a CD or an album allows you to say that word?
No.
Allows you?
Hey, it ain't no, never no warning before you get your ass.
Yeah, nah, it ain't no allow. You know what I'm saying? It's about. I mean, there ain't nothing you can say. What a motherfucker can say whatever they want to say. You know what I'm saying? They just got to deal with it, whatever consequences that come with it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know.
People, you never know who they around. You know, people might let them say that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hear that personally, but I ain't about to kick nobody ass for it. But nah, you know what I'm saying? Nah, they can say whatever they want to say. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you know where you at and you can deal with the consequences. You know what I'm saying? So, hey.
All right, but check this out. You guys remember the movie White Chicks, right?
Yeah.
They got a nigga pass, and that's a hood classic.
Who got a nigga pass in that movie?
That shit is stupid.
The white girls.
The white girls are the brothers that dress.
No. You remember when they was they singing the "Making My Way Downtown, Walking Fast, Faces Passing them Homebound," and then they was like, "No, turn that," and then would it be my nigga? And everybody starts singing in the car. They got the pass.
Yeah,
that's different.
I think
you can't call them out in that movie because they was pretending to be white, so they just got to play along with it.
I'm talking about the white girls in the car. The other white girls in the car.
I know what you're saying,
Marlon
but I mean,
and couldn't call them out because they was being white girls. They couldn't say nothing.
Well, and they put it in the script. They co-produced that movie, so they probably put it in there.
All right, I just wanted to get you guys.
I heard Jamie Foxx got paid big money. They called him a nigga like 70-some times in Django.
Hey, that's a good ass movie there.
He said that's a good ass movie.
That nigga made that movie.
And he whooped their ass for it.
He said, two guns, nigga.
Like, y'all want to see?
You said what?
Nah, I was thinking about that part where he was like, "Y'all want to see something?" And shot that nigga like 5 times in the
face. Hey, but one thing, see, I wonder what Schoolboy, because they in Black Hippie together. So I wonder what Schoolboy thinks about that, because Schoolboy had an interview not too long ago where he was saying he encourages his fans to say nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's
No
why
matter
you wore that hat.
they in the same group. So
That's why you wore that hat, didn't you?
Caught it.
That's why you wore that hat. You wanted to represent Schoolboy.
I wore the hat on Schoolboy.
Yeah. All right. So the hottest thing of this week is Roseanne. Let's talk about it. Who wants to go first?
First of all, can somebody tell me what the tweet said? Because I don't be on Twitter like that.
If anybody else has it, I'm gonna try to look at it real quick.
What's that?
The Roseanne bar tweet.
Oh yeah,
She said one of Obama's advisors referred to her lady as a Muslim. What's she say? A Muslim something. I forgot what she said.
She said something about Planet of the Apes. She looked like
she said Muslim something and Planet of the Apes had a baby. That's what she was. You know what I'm saying? And real talk.
Does she really look like that?
Hey, she really did look like a damn ape, though. She really did look like a goddamn ape, though. I think you know what I'm saying. Roseanne screwed up when she said the Muslim part, so that's when I was like, okay, she going at black folk or something. This is black, you know what I'm saying? But the lady, I can't even tell if the lady's black. She look damn near. She got that Meghan Markle thing going on. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell what the hell she is, but she sure as hell look like a damn ape, though.
Oh Jesus! All right, who wants to go first? Name off.
I go. I'll. This is typical Roseanne, man. I mean, exactly. Like she's never held her tongue, so I don't know why we so shocked that she said something outlandish like this. Like, that's not a shock to me. The fact that I saw somebody today that said, oh, they took Roseanne show off the air, but they won't take the Cosby show off the air. And I was like, but they did. They took a lot of the Cosby show off the air. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not on all networks, but a majority of them. And so that took money out of everybody else's pocket too. Now, if you look at John Goodman, Sarah Gilbert, them people still making money. They still have a reputable career. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them came out in the public and was like, well, damn, I guess Roseanne messed it up for everybody, but oh well, life goes on. You know what I'm saying? Nobody defended her. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said, nobody really even said what she said was wrong, as far as the cast of the show. But I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, Roseanne was just in the news for saying something else. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I hate to say so what, but the more we give this type of stuff attention, the more they just gonna keep doing it and thinking that it's okay, and that's the whole thing with freedom of speech. And Corey said it best, if you're gonna say it, just be ready to deal with the backlash. Other than that, I mean, it's gonna go away. Like, it's gonna go away. Well, the bigger story now is not what she said, but the fact that they canceled her show.
Yeah.
That's a bigger story than what she even said, So, and I didn't see it because I didn't really get into it when it was on TV the first time anyway, so I really didn't care. But nah, I mean, she's out there, you know what I'm saying, and she always has been, always will be, and so I don't give people like that attention. We knew who she was before she came out and said it, so why be shocked that she said it?
Right. All right, Ryan, you up next. What you got for us?
Man, the original show was trash, and they was probably gonna cancel that bullshit anyway.
What?
I was full of people. What the fuck is interesting? It wasn't no fuck scenes. Did nobody smoke? It was just some corny ass redneck joke. Don't say that fuck shit. Honestly, it's expected. When you look at who the fuck it came from, it's expected. You hear that shit all through comedy, man. Motherfuckers with no validity out here just talking, saying a little reckless shit. And it just so happens she said that shit at the wrong time to the wrong fucking media outlet, and they canned her ass. Now all the motherfuckers John Goodman, all them niggas just mad as fuck. Now they check fucked up.
That's true.
Cause
All right.
do you know one of the biggest people to talk stuff and get away with it all the time? Dave
Donald
Chappelle.
Trump.
Dave Chappelle. Listen to Dave Chappelle stand up. Dave Chappelle is grotesquely offensive, but it's funny.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna mention something after everybody gets theirs off. But all right, Corey, what you got for us?
Nah, I already went. Nah, one more thing is, hey, does and I believe there is, but I'm gonna ask y'all: is there a double standard when it comes to racial jokes? I guess when it comes to calling monkeys, I think there's a double standard. I think is a rightful double standard because of how black people were painted as monkeys through propaganda. So black people got a right to be mad when they hear it. But at the same time, we remember, I want to ask y'all, is there, because Wanda Sykes referred to President Trump as an orangutan. You know what I'm saying?
That's not funny. That is why I was.
I don't care what you say.
I mean, she wasn't that far off, though.
Roseanne wasn't that far off.
Hey. All right, Jameer. Oh man,
Which one we talking about now?
We're talking about the Roseanne. Please. Yes, I want to hear the clergy point of view.
Fired. The thing,
Preached up in here.
she blamed it on drugs. I mean, she said she took too much Ritalin
Ambien.
or Ambien, whatever it was. It's like everybody knows these days. If you say anything on Twitter, that's like you the president or something like that, you want, and you got money, your position, you gone. You gonna get fired. I mean,
What?
I don't care what people taking.
For what?
I don't. It's like you gotta be smart enough, intelligent enough. I know Roseanne. I know
vacuum
crazy stuff. She done spit on the American flag, all kind of stuff she done did.
You didn't.
In the past.
Stacey Dash didn't get fired.
All right.
Stacey Dash.
Yeah.
That back at 10:30.
What did she say?
10 o'clock.
That
bitch. Black people seem stupid.
Is it my turn?
Go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin, go ahead.
I'm gonna blame it on we live in too much of a politically correct society. You can't say nothing no more. Like, think about this. Y'all heard about Morgan Freeman getting in trouble?
Oh, he's gonna bring that up too. That's the next topic.
Have you heard what he said though? Like, what he said was just typical old man stuff. Like, hey girl, you look beautiful. It's just typical banter like that. Like, personally, I don't think you should get in trouble for stuff like that. I don't know. I just think we just live in too much of a politically correct society where everybody's offended by everything.
I mean,
somebody called me a nigga. I'm like, oh well, wait, ain't the first time, ain't the worst thing I've been called. Somebody called me a monkey, same thing.
Just call him
man. I mean, I'm still punch you in your face, but
yeah,
I'll walk away after that.
Exactly. Call me a cracker ass cracker. That's what I'm gonna call you.
I just call it mayonnaise. What you mean? White people, they love that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Call them something they love, mayonnaise. But yeah, let's get back on track with this Roseanne thing. Like I've heard so many things like where I guess she disrespected Jewish people when she dressed up as Hitler and held up a bag of freshly baked, all the way baked black cookies to simulate what they did to the Jews back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where they would put them in the ovens and stuff like that and like cook them all.
You did that?
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, she a gangster. Oh. Oh, she a gangster. Hey, I was gonna get at that too. Hey, because with that Drake situation, man, and the blackface.
Oh, we'll get to that too.
You know what I'm saying?
Are we talking about
Drake had a excuse for why he did it. But I was gonna say, he should have did one, dressed up as Hitler. I was gonna say You know, he should have dressed up as Hitler and did that and see what kind of backlash he got. You know, they would have canned his ass if he did that. You
Just
know,
hold off. Hold off on that one, Pimp. But yeah, so yeah, she did all that, and people are complaining. People are saying, okay, well, I've seen a lot of people on Instagram, not Instagram, but Facebook, complaining about, well, a lot of black comedians say things and they don't never lose their jobs.
As they shouldn't.
What are you talking about? I was like, wait, what? There's been a couple comedians who are radio personalities now who've lost gigs because of something that they said. They've lost money because of something that they said because somebody was like, I take that offensively. That hurts me. Why would you ever say that? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, get that out of here with that. She's senile. She's old. I expect her to say something like that. You know what I'm saying? Old people. Roseanne.
Senile. She is not goddamn senile. No, don't know. No.
She got
man, drugs.
Ambien.
I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking about the drugs she was on during the original series.
Yeah.
Oh, that original series is trash, but okay.
Yeah, she's fried. Actually, I don't know. It was the #1 show on
You
ABC.
had cable in your room and you got home from school and that's the only thing you see. That shit was good, damn it. Shit.
All right. So since we touched on it a little bit Tuesday. I really want to touch on it because I feel that I don't know if everybody has heard the response from Pusha T. So let's talk about the Drake. This will be part 2 of the Drake Pusha T beef. And so, has everybody heard Pusha T's comeback on Drake?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So before we start off, I want to get everybody's opinion first. Yes or no? Who won the beef, Drake or Pusha? I'll go Ryan.
They both lost. Both their disses was trash. The shit they was talking about wasn't even funny. It was basically just airing out personal bullshit that everybody go through. But you know how many of these motherfucking celebrity niggas got kids out here that they know about, don't give a fuck about. Man, everybody try to hear that. Talk about that nigga Dreads or why he ain't with Platinum since he been in the game or something. You know, that nigga Drake beef was whack any fucking way. Man, it was just sad, man. It was sad. I wouldn't even call it a beef. It was just one of them niggas probably about to drop some shit and needed some publicity or some shit like that. Like Remy Ma and Nicki Minaj beef was more entertaining than these two niggas, man. I would just put it like that, man. Both of them was lame, honestly. I don't know what the fucking hype is.
So
you know how this nigga.
So Ryan gave them both an L. Wow. Okay. All right. Corey, what you got for me?
Waste of semen.
Yeah, it was good. You know, it was good for the game. It was overhyped. You know what I'm saying? But you know, kids these days they're not used to. You know, they're not used to that type of thing. You know, I remember back in the day. I remember when Beanie Siegel and Jadakiss was going at it. You know what I'm saying? That was all bars. You know what I'm saying? And they was going disrespectful. So I'm used to this type of thing. But I think Pusha, I think they were pretty even as far as, you know, lyrically and everything. They went there, they got disrespectful. Pusha got real disrespectful on this last one, but I think what pushed Pusha over the edge, because that Duppy, Drake went in on that Duppy, you know what I'm saying? He had bars on that Duppy, but that picture, that blackface picture is what pushed was what pushed him over the edge. You know what I'm saying? I think Pusha edged them out. As far as songs and everything, they can make 100 more songs. It's not really gonna change much. I don't think anybody's gonna come harder than what they did. But that blackface picture, yeah, that shit was bad right there. You know, Drake had a explanation for what it was. You know, and you know, I mean, if that's the case, because he's showing. They said he was showing the progression of what black entertainers going to. Well, what are you? Aren't you black? You could have used your own face. You know what I'm saying? But
no, you don't understand. He's light skinned.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I guess there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, he had the whole black face on, the lips, doing the Jim Crow hands and all that. That was silly.
Yeah, he had the Jim Crow allure or couture, however you say that shit.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? You look stupid. That was as bad as I don't know if y'all remember, but during the Jay-Z and Nas beef when it initially started, when Jay-Z's first two verses on the Takeover were aimed at Prodigy. And at the Summer Jam 2001 Summer Jam, he had put up on the screen Prodigy of Mobb Deep, R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? He just passed away last year, legend. But he had on the Summer Jam screen Prodigy in a tutu. You know, Prodigy used to do ballet at his grandmother's school when he was younger. You know, so he had him in a tutu. I think that that blackface Drake had, that was just as bad. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Jameer, what you got for us?
I don't got nothing on this topic.
All right, Kelvin, what you got?
You don't want to talk about peace in the community. You're supposed to be the clergy.
I would say it's about money. They trying to do record sales, so they just trying to get. Oh man, what's he gonna say? Oh, okay, that was pretty good. Okay, let's get some more money so they can go back and forth.
All right, Kevin, what you got?
What I ain't really heard Drake's verse or
the Duppy freestyle.
This is or nothing. Yeah, I never heard that, so I ain't really got nothing to say about it. I thought it was funny as shit that he aired out his whole baby and stuff.
Dude, they got child support in Canada.
Huh?
I don't know, bro. I couldn't tell you. He said, "Do they got child support in Canada?"
They got free healthcare.
Hey, if they ain't got no child support in Canada, I'll support that nigga, boy. That's a good move, nigga. Keep that nigga over there. Shit, he winning now, man. Keep that nigga up north, shit.
But I think they live in Paris anyway. Like she
fuck that little nigga.
I did a little research on her. She lived in Paris, and she didn't even really do porn. She did soft porn. That don't count. Soft porn don't count.
It's soulful.
Oh God! All right, Lauren, what you got for us?
Those bitches, man.
That just means she couldn't make it as a porn star.
I mean, that's really, I don't know. It just didn't really seem like a beef to me. I mean, it sounded like two dudes that got disrespectful to each other. Maybe it just hasn't gone on long enough for me to consider it a beef. You know what I'm saying? Right. Just a couple shots. Just a couple shots fired, back and forth. Even if it is a real beef, it's whack. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, like that's not beef. You know what I'm saying? We all know, Pusha T got a little street cred. You know what I'm saying? But
when that nigga ain't dropped the album since he ain't dropped shit since what, Exodus?
Yeah.
I forgot who he was even talking about when that shit came out.
Daytona's a new album.
I really didn't like, because I heard all four. I heard the back and forth, and I was just like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you can have beef. I don't know that you can have beef in hip hop no more. People like, what do you mean? I mean, what? Ain't nobody rapping like that no more. Like, nobody raps like that anymore. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody floss their money and say because of their money they the best rapper in the game and things of that nature. But, rap ain't really beef related no more. So, the way I look at it is, if anything, especially in the social media era, just gave everybody some more plays. That's it.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I guess I gotta agree with Corey, man. There is no winner and two losers.
Damn. So I guess I'm the only one that actually fucked with Push's reply. That reply was dope because they've been going back and forth for over a couple years now. Because it's been little shots that Drake has sent, and it's been little shots that Push has sent back to like Young Money, and like somewhat to Drake. And I thought it was real hilarious that he used Jay-Z's Jay-Z's song.
OJ.
Yeah, OJ to shoot back at him with. I was like, oh, because you know Jay-Z and Drake, I guess, have had words, and you know what I'm saying, subliminal messages all the time, getting shot at each other. So I was like, okay, I see where he did that. I like that. And then he brought in his dad being the pimp and him pimping his mom. I was like, oh, oh, we talking disrespect. Okay. And then he was talking about the wife being a porn star, or not the wife, but his girlfriend or whatever she is being a porn star or whatever. I was like, okay, I like where you going, Push.
So the problem with
that shit lame.
and see, the problem with that is, you know, who talking about any of them? Like, all you doing is maybe giving some new information about somebody, but I mean, don't nobody talk about Drake's dad. Don't nobody talk about Drake's mom. And didn't nobody know until this beef came out that Drake had a son. So all you doing is giving credence to somebody that didn't exist prior to you saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, where was the shot at Drake? Like, a beef is a shot directly at a person. You talking around him. You talking about all the people in the circle. You ain't said nothing about him. So that's why I said it's not really.
It'd be different if Puss was dropping shit prior to the diss record. You know what I'm saying? How the shit popped up was like Drake been hot for a while and said whatever the fuck he said. This nigga just came out of the fucking dungeon like, let me dust off my rap book real quick and drop this record or something. Like,
but Drake has been sending shots though. That's where I'm going at, because he's sent shots at Push over some years now. You know what I'm saying? After that,
it was the other way. It was the other way. Push, Drake wasn't really responding. He say little stuff back. Push, the best diss record in this whole little saga was back in, I think that was probably about 2013 or 14 when Pusha made that them niggas ain't gonna ride for you. That was greasy right there when he went at the whole Young Money, because it was truth. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about basically the same things he's talking about now. You know how, you know, you getting paid by you not a boss. You got an owner. Your owner has an owner, and he has an owner. He was saying that back then, but I think that one was more. I think if he would have dropped that today, that definitely would have won it. That was especially, and it had a dope hook to it too on that one. So that was the best one out of these. But yeah, Push has been poking at him for years, because it started when on Fireman, when Lil Wayne was rocking the bathing ape stuff, the hoodies and all that. And so, and I ain't looked up nothing. This is I remember everything. You know what I'm saying? I remember everything like it was yesterday. They were wearing that, and the Clips, they were laying claim to bringing out the whole bathing ape movement and all that. So that's when they came. That song, I know, yeah, me too. That song that was aimed at Lil Wayne and them, and so it's carried over through the years. And then Drake, you know, with Birdman and everything, Slim, and now Drake then got in the crossfire, and Pusha threw him in the crossfire with that diss song back in 2013. So yeah, it's been going over, you know, for some years now.
If Push wanted to really get under that nigga's skin, he would have left his son alone, because nobody know or give a fuck about this nigga having a kid. If he really wanted to bury that nigga, he would have brought up Diddy slapping the shit out that nigga.
Yeah, yes.
That nigga had me on the floor, hold my fucking stomach, nigga.
Or T.I. told me pissing on his leg. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. made him get up and leave the movie theater. You know, that's all. That's all ignorant. That's all ignorant shit. But we just talking about in the, you know, as far as battle rapping and, you know, little things he could have went to. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what Drake does though.
Because I see what you're talking about. That was weak. It was like, you know, what you trying to give this dude an intervention? You know, talking about, oh, you a deadbeat father. like how you know what's going on in this man's life? Then how you know
on some information real quick though. Like Drake has said that he likes that battle rap style, right? He went battle rap when he went at I thought to say Eminem. When he went at Meek Mill, right? Because he did the little punchlines and everything else. Then he had the internet jump on Meek, and then Meek came back with something that was slight. It wasn't good enough, and then he hit him with the back to back, and it was rap. So what I'm saying is Drake likes battle rap. He went at a battle rap. It's like Pusha T can be in a battle rap. He didn't respond to Joe Budden. Drake didn't respond to Joe Budden.
Oh no, he don't want that problem.
Right.
Nah.
But he had the response to Push. But what Pusha did was when he was talking about his son, Drake has an Adidas deal that just ran through, and he was gonna announce his kid when his Adidas deal went through, and they was gonna have all the commercials. That's where the Adonde or whatever how you say that name came from. That was gonna be the name of the Adidas clothing for jogging suits for the kids and stuff like that. That's where all that came into play. So, what's you guys' thoughts on that?
That even makes it even worse. Like that makes it even that much more whack. It's almost like Push had some insider information and knew he could use it against him. Like, I mean, that just makes the beef that less relevant. Like the only reason we're talking about it is because people like drama. Otherwise, this would be a non-conversation. Ain't nobody in the rap community, ain't no rap stars talking about this beef like it's something. When rap stars start talking about the beef, then maybe it'll grow some legs and it has some relevance. Ain't nobody talking about it, but regular folks that want something to talk about.
All right. So on that note, let's move over to Morgan Freeman. I know we touched on him for a second, but Corey, what is your thoughts on this Morgan Freeman thing?
Oh shoot, been leave them white girls alone.
One of them was black.
The white girls alone. I don't know. What you said they was black?
One of them was.
One of them was. Oh,
He was flirting.
I ain't seen I ain't seen what's going on, but you know, it's a money game. You know, everything's PC, and you know, you got the Me Too movement now, and that's not to shit on the Me Too movement. I will say with the Me Too movement, I've said this before. That's not aimed at no black man. That should be aimed at Jewish Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? The whole Me Too movement. So they're valid when it comes to that, but trying to take down, you know, equate black men, and you know, you got sisters joining that whole movement. Just like I said, a black feminist, that's the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life. You know what I'm saying? Because black men ain't been running shit in this damn country. But yeah, as far as everything else, man, man, they're doing I see they got what's his name? They got Weinstein, so that's good. They got him, but Morgan Freeman, you know, it's a witch hunt. 30 years later, once again, bunch of it's a bunch of bullshit. Same thing with Bill Cosby, and like I said, Bill Cosby's not in the clear. You know, Bill Cosby's wrong, even though you know it was a culture back then. You know, that's what they was doing. That's what the white boys was doing. You shouldn't have participated in that. You know, they bring that to, you know, they've influenced the many things, you know what I'm saying, that goes on in America, and we accept it as that's all right. You know what I'm saying? So Bill Cosby, that's where he got caught up, laying in bed with him and then thinking everything, you know, his rear view was clear. But you know, he was looking to buy NBC, and you know, first time they took out Enos, his son, and then this time they got him on, you know, they had those women lined up for him. And same thing with Morgan Freeman. Now I don't know if he was Morgan Freeman was about to buy anything, but he's one of the most wealthy black, well, not just black, just one of the most wealthy entertainers there is today. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention black. So yeah, it's, you know, we'll see where it goes.
All right, yeah, and I got something for Morgan Freeman. But Jameer, if you can hear me, you up next. If you got anything, or just nod your head no.
Yeah. What happened with the Morgan Freeman? Now I didn't see that one.
Well, Morgan Freeman was accused of sexual harassment and some other activities.
Now, did he touch somebody, or he said something, or
he said something and touched somebody? Allegedly.
Allegedly lifted up.
Trying to crucify that nigga because he supposedly lifted a bitch skirt.
Oh.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh, okay. I mean, like the he say, she say stuff. I mean, has he done anything else?
Some raunchy
same shit niggas do in the club. What's up, bitch? Y'all fuck, you know, same shit niggas do all the time.
Nah, hey, that's stupid. Nah, you could, like I said, that goes into that whole thing, and you can do what the hell you want. You just better be ready for the consequences. Now, this stuff with Freeman, these actors and everything, these are witch hunts because it's 30 years later and stuff.
Yeah,
but as
hey,
as far as you just going somewhere and lifting a chick's skirt up, hey, if she put a harassment charge and put a charge on your ass for you lifting her skirt up without her consent, your ass deserve everything you get. But
ain't nobody said they gave up pussy to that nigga or he took it. So fuck that. They fucking with him, man. Morgan Freeman been old all his fucking life. They need to give that nigga a break and leave him the fuck alone, man. Cause they gonna hang him, then they gonna come after fucking Sam Jackson, and I'ma really be mad at these hoes, man. That's some bullshit. Them niggas is
these motherfucking snakes.
Your ass next.
Hey, they can come after me. I ain't got shit for them.
You ain't got bail. You ain't got bail money. You ain't got lawyer money.
Hey, I got text messages, I got videos, I got inboxes. Them bitches wanted the dick, nigga. I just said some sleazy shit to get their attention. Fuck that. They just trying to hang niggas because they balling and they close to retirement, man. This nigga been old all his motherfucking life. Leave that nigga alone, man.
Oh damn!
This nigga played God, bro. How the fuck can you? How can you try to hang a nigga that played God, bro?
Hey, Kelvin, you up next?
I just think it's bullshit. Like they said, you can't come at God. You just let that man be.
All right.
It's just like if I try to bring my girlfriend around my uncles, I can't do it. They'll be to knock you down faster than I can get her up out of there.
Oh.
All right, Lord, you up next.
Oh my Lord. Nah, man, look. I'm gonna ask y'all this question. How old is Morgan Freeman's wife?
No, she is actually his ex's daughter.
Huh?
She's his
ex's
daughter.
They was like 26 years, 25, 26 years.
How old is his wife? Say that one more time, brother.
I think she's like at least in her early 30s.
Really?
How old?
Gotta be older than that. They was married for almost 30 years.
No, his current
wife, because his wife before he got with the daughter.
Oh, that is right.
Yeah.
I remember that now.
That nigga's a player.
Yeah, in the words of Jay-Z, what more else can I say? Just saying.
Hey, you see the score?
Yeah.
Score report, 103-102, Golden State losing.
And see, here's the thing. Man. I want to put this into perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the only reason that they're going after us is because they have to. They have to go after us, you know, and you can't go after Lil Ray that probably done a whole lot more shit than Morgan Freeman, and it's stupid, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Morgan Freeman does not shock me, you know what I'm saying? Morgan Freeman been messing with women much younger than he is his entire life, you know what I'm saying? So it's not far-fetched to assume, and that's the problem. We're assuming based off of his lifestyle and his choices that he probably did do something. I don't think Morgan Freeman did anything. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I think he might have teetered that line. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
exaggerating the charges, man. They exaggerate. Oh,
because
they trying to say
was
sexual assault. Like you lifted a bitch skirt at most. You hollered at a bitch who wasn't interested. Like that ain't no fucking crime.
Yeah. So
in today's society, it is though.
So you heard
Nigga,
about
if that's the case, they should be going after these bitches that's out here taking pictures on the bathroom sink and wearing see-through outfits and shit, like trying to get attention. Cause it's the same fucking thing. Like, this, how you know I wanted to see your titties today? Like, I'm offended. You know what I'm saying?
We can't say that though.
That's their consent. Are you still talking about lifting a chick's skirt?
Cause this nigga tugged on the skirt and was like, "Hey, what's happening?" All of a sudden, this nigga's rapist.
So if a family member of yours, any family member, came to you and said a dude came up to me and lifted my skirt, I'm talking about any family member, what would be your reaction?
Let's ride.
I wouldn't have, first off, I wouldn't have to react because the women in my family crazy as fuck. If a nigga get out of line, he either getting his ass whooped or he getting shot. That's why the motherfucker that he was talking to.
But they didn't do it in that. They didn't do it in that man. They didn't do it in that instance because first of all, the dude is your size. So they said, "Hey, let me go to Ryan to handle this." You know what I'm saying?
Hold on now.
Let Lauren go, guys. Let Lauren go.
Wait a minute. See, that's where we get super subjective. There's a journalist that came out and said that accused him of
was it?
verbally, you know what I'm saying, assaulting her. And if you for the lack of better words, because she was 6 months pregnant and he was on there with another co-host, and the co-host was talking about the fact that 30 years ago he had asked a chick if she was pregnant and she wasn't. And so the journalist was pregnant, you know what I'm saying? He was like, I ain't gonna ask, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not gonna do it. And so Morgan Freeman was like, "Oh, I would have loved to see that."
He was like, "I would have loved to be in that place or position."
And he was talking about the expression of the co-host when he slipped up and said that by accident. The chick took it. He was talking about her because of the way he looked at her at the moment that he said it, and so that's kind of the problem. And this is another media thing, you know what I'm saying? This is another media thing, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to destroy, I ain't gonna say black men, you know what I'm saying? It's just, let's keep this story rolling, you know what I'm saying? And so, again, Morgan Freeman is just an easy target because of his lifestyle. I'm gonna tell you who they need to go after is Woody Allen.
Facts.
Oh, they not go after the fucking president. That nigga openly. That nigga, they put videos of this nigga talking about how he grabbed bitches by the pussy, man.
They already did that. Nothing's gonna.
He said
hit bombing niggas.
He also said that he like if he had a chance, or if his daughter wasn't his daughter, he would get with his daughter. So with that being said, you know what I'm saying?
Does anybody give a fuck that the bitch that wrote the initial fucking article was one of the victims?
Oh, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah,
she was one of the fucking alleged victims. Like, nigga, that don't give you if you were one of the victims, you should have kept your motherfucking mouth shut. Somebody else should have wrote your story. I feel like it was all fabricated. Like I said, this nigga done won Oscars and all kind of other bullshit. He been owed all his motherfucking life. They need to leave that nigga alone, man. He ain't fucked none of them. Ain't none of them bitches said he fucked.
He been owed all his life though. This nigga
same face his whole life.
Like 70 years, dog.
Yeah, this nigga had the same face his whole life. He ain't nobody said he fucked. All they said was he was getting my attention and said some shit, niggas say when they trying to fuck. He didn't put no pill in nobody drink. Ain't nobody got no recorded conversations about I'll throw you $40 for that pussy. Like, fuck that, man. They need to leave that nigga alone, man.
Did you
If
say
they come out to
$40?
Smith Jackson, I'm gonna be mad as shit.
Did you say
Now,
$40?
here's one thing I will say. Here's one thing I will say. With everything that's going on, men need to teach their boys to be careful, especially us. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd be so easy for them to come after us for some petty. You know what I'm saying? So one of the responsibilities that we have as men is to make sure that our sons are prepared in these situations. You know what I'm saying? We have to make sure that our sons are prepared in these situations to not get caught up. How many brothers didn't went down because they was at a party and they just happened to fit the profile? Or, you know, it was some rich chick that lied. You know what I'm saying? He was the only black dude at the party. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think smarter. You know what I'm saying? Morgan Freeman don't care. I'm going to be honest with you. Morgan Freeman don't care. This is going to go away. Number one, because Morgan Freeman probably didn't do anything, but maybe be a little bit too suggestive, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Which is honestly not a crime. You know what I'm saying? It may be offensive, but it's not a crime. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's just chess. It's not checkers, man. You know what I'm saying? They got to come after us because we came after them. You know, like Corey said, you know, the fact that Weinstein is getting charged is big because before it was our allegation, but the fact that there are charges against him now, they're going to keep going after these dudes, man. So we got to be smarter.
Record them phone some messages, man.
Yeah, that's true.
What?
If you ask her what that pussy look like and she send you a picture, save it. Don't delete it because you think your wife might see. Save it.
I ain't deleting.
Did they call a foul on that test? Please.
All right, so you guys know what time it is. It is get it off your chest. Time to get off your chest. Good, bad, or indifferent. Anything that's happened over the week that you want to speak about, we can go ahead and speak about it now. Let's go with Corey. Corey, you go ahead and go first.
Well, say because we, you know what I'm saying, as far as I don't know if y'all familiar with him, but you know what I'm saying, I view him as a staple in hip hop for what he, you know what I'm saying, for what he contributed to it, you know what I'm saying, as far as on the street level. But R.I.P. Zach TV, that was a real greasy move, and you know, it's not just because I've been, you know, looking at his videos, you know, through the years, but you know, he really man, he was really out here, you know, doing a lot, you know, as far as we going to OT. Okay, that's what's up. Now, he was out here doing a lot, man. You know, I was talking about it the other day, man. You know, when it comes to, you know, he had good intentions. He was definitely trying to unite the city of Chicago up there, but he when it comes to stuff like that, man, there's not really much you can do when it comes to that gang culture, because there'll always be a misunderstanding. Anybody could take something, you know, the wrong way, no matter how good your intentions are. You know, there's really no reasoning, especially in the state, you know what I'm saying, just the state of the inner cities, you know, around America right now. We've gone so far, you know, in Kansas City, you know what I'm saying, just everywhere, man. We gone so far down the rabbit hole, man. I mean, this is just me personally, you know, and a lot of people like to look at it as pessimistic or anything, but man, we're in a hole so bad that, you know, it's gonna take. You know, I'm a believer. I'm not a religious guy, but I believe in a higher power, and it's gonna take that to pull us out of it. And I can see ways. I can see ways in the media and everything, and you know, throughout the world, things that's been going on in the world. I can see how it's been working. You know what I'm saying? Things have been at work. You know what I'm saying? As far as the higher power is concerned. So, but as far as you know, we got some work to do, man. They shot the man. You know, he was just a cameraman. But you know, like I said, it hits home because you know that's the type of, you know, career. You know, one of the careers I want to go down. You know, as far as not you know, filming that type of thing and, you know, having hip hop, you know, trying to mix hip hop and gang beef and stuff like that. And, you know, he necessarily wasn't trying to do that. That's just, you know, when you coming from the streets and everything, hey, you got a good idea. It was a great idea. it was a great idea, but now it's like, you know, you come through later in the years, and you like, you know, this might not be the best thing, you know. And he was growing up, and he wasn't he was kind of, you know, taking new approaches. It wasn't really his lane anymore, but you know, he was still there. You know, that sense of security. It's home, so you still want to be in your home city,
right?
But you know, the streets ain't got no love, and that's just that. As much as you want to be comfortable, you know what I'm saying, streets ain't got no love. So even, you know, most of the guys I know, you know, pretty much almost 100% of the people I know, man, then you know what I'm saying, if they didn't pass away, they've been in situations that, you know, that could have took them out. You know what I'm saying? They've all ran across that you know, that thing where it's like, whew, you know, thank God you've been out, you know, you got out of that. So, man, we still got work to do. You know that, you know, like I said, it hits home because, you know, that's what I plan on doing, being able to, you know, go to these, you know, these dangerous neighborhoods, man, all across America, man, and, you know, try to, you know, invoke some positivity, not just positivity, but empowerment, you know, real empowerment and a real message. But, you know, and that's risking your life because you know, you're dealing with demonic, you know, demonic forces, or so to say, you know. So nah, man, RIP to him, man. That was a real heartbreaking situation, man. When I saw that, man, that was a hip hop. I'll put him down as a hip hop legend because, like I said, hip hop always starts in the streets, and the way he did it, like I said, it was, you know, great idea. He had almost 200,000 subscribers on YouTube channel, but you know, you know, that's what comes with the game, man. It's cold out here.
Yeah, I really want to say rest in peace, Zach TV. You know what I'm saying? He's a young upcoming journalist. I'll be honest with you, I didn't watch really. I've heard of him, but I really didn't watch none of his stuff. He was in the same lane as the DJ Academics. What is his name? Mr. Telefero and Oddball TV. All YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? They were making waves, man, and like his life was cut way too short. But I mean, I understand this is a life that a lot of us didn't ask for, but we're here. So, Jameer, what you got for us? Good, bad, or indifferent? Get it off your chest.
Get it off my chest. Man, y'all said a lot of deep stuff. I'm just still thinking about the stuff that Corey said.
Well, this bitch one is full.
Like we get into the time where, like, man, something need to be something needs to happen. You know, you see it, all these young guys, all these people with talent getting taken out way before their time, but it is always hope. You know, like Corey was saying. So that's where we at right now, because sometimes you can only go so far down, and then you need to start going up, you know. So hopefully something will happen positive, because a lot of stuff been happening bad in Chicago for years. And maybe something like this will be like a seed or something planted in the ground where they can start turning things around, particularly like in Chicago area. But hopefully, like the underground, I like the underground hip hop, because like the mainstream is like a whole lot of secularists about movies, but the underground is like where all the real people are to me. So he was like part of that underground, sort of, you know, where nobody didn't know, but he was out there pushing it. So that's what I got.
Yeah. Kelvin.
So mine's not that serious. It's just a lighter note. I got to give you a little backstory to it. So I'm dating this girl, right? And she has children. And, you know, we were all children at one point in time, and we tried to get stuff over on our parents. And it didn't work because, you know, they did the same thing. So now I'm to the point where I'm realizing, like, look, y'all can't get nothing over on me because I tried to do the same thing. Like, for example, tonight, I told these fools to vacuum, right? Clean up. Oh, we vacuum. All right, yeah, y'all vacuum. I didn't hear no goddamn vacuum, not nowhere. But we did it. And they all sticking together with the same story. She vacuumed. She did it. So I just want to say, you know, y'all ain't slick. We already tried all this stuff. I didn't hear the vacuum. I was outside. I still didn't hear no vacuum. Don't try it. When I ask you to do something, do it. Get it over with. You can go do what you got to do. That's all I got to say. It's off my chest now. I feel better.
All right, Lauren, what you got for us?
Whew.
Lauren?
Yeah, I'm here. So with everything that everybody said about Zach TV, I want to make a point about how bad do you want it and how much you got to give. When you look at what he did for Chicago, as far as enlightening people on, another side of Chicago, not really another side, but the reality, you know, uh, we all have an opportunity using this platform right here, what I'm saying, to make a difference, to be an example, to, trailblaze a path that maybe is less traveled. Uh, you know, I look at where we stand economically as a culture, and we still continue to accept, second best and play for last, second to last. And so, we had to do a better job of using the resources provided in front of us, to, really build something that's going to last, something that we can not only have for ourselves, something that we could pass down to generations and learn how to support each other, and if we're not going to support each other, the least we could do is not tear each other down,
Right.
And so, you know, uh, it's definitely sad, what happened to my man, what I'm saying, because, they try to stymie our process and our progress, any opportunity that they can get. And I ain't talking about, the white man. I'm just talking about, the world in general. What I'm saying? They know what we bring to the table, and if we gain that supremacy, what that means for everybody else. And so, they're just gonna kind of continue that until we learn how to play the game in a way that doesn't allow us to get screwed in the process, and we got to think, chess, not checkers. What I'm saying? We look at these rappers, what I'm saying? We look at these athletes and we say, oh man, yeah, I see what I got to do to get the attention. That's so short lived. I mean, the lifespan of an athlete's 4 years. What I'm saying? So yeah, they famous for 4 years. You see them for 4 years, and after that, it's over. So what are we gonna do to make sure that this stuff lasts forever? What I'm saying? And that's why I look at moguls. What I'm saying, that are doing things in other fields. As my source of inspiration and things of that nature, because we can do a whole hell of a lot more than play basketball and make songs.
Big facts. All right, Ryan, you up next.
Boy, shit, man, the best thing I could give right now, I need to tell you motherfuckers, stop being slaves, man. Stop being slaves, man. We are the people of fucking fire, man. Quit letting these white motherfuckers label you black and all this and that bullshit, man. Ain't no fucking black on your skin, man. You a brown, man. You know what I'm saying? We are people directly sent from the fucking creator. You know what I'm saying? All that religion shit is bullshit, man. It's fucking white people that took shit that they saw was fucking doing and tried to reproduce it and put their own fucking spin on it. Christianity, the Muslim shit, all that shit, fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You need to receive your message directly from the fucking creator, bro, and wake the fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look at, all these Christians and shit, the holier than thou and all that bullshit, man. Fuck them motherfuckers, man. They still sleep, man. Christianity was put on black people during slavery. You know what I'm saying? The Bible was written by fucking man. The shit was created by the fucking Romans. Hell, there's a fucking chapter in that motherfucker called Romans. You know what I'm saying? The Bible ain't nothing but a bunch of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You could go and find bones from a fucking dinosaur before you find bones or any evidence of life from any fucking character in that motherfucker, man. Wake the fuck up, man. Do your thing. Make it pop, make it bubble. Quit slaving for these motherfuckers out here that, you know, ain't gonna do shit but replace you with the next motherfucker trying to feed their family. Go out and feed yourself, man. Create a life for yourself. Be independent. Like, you don't need this fucking system. I don't give a fuck how much they try to tell you that you have to depend on them to survive. You don't. You could go out and learn how to grow your own fucking vegetation to feed yourself. You can go out and learn how to build your own fucking house. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to depend on these racist motherfuckers for shit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't feel like you're fucking supreme, then you're fucking sleep. Because that's exactly what these white motherfuckers out here is doing. They put themselves in a supreme position and they control every motherfucking thing and expect you to eat they shit and call it fucking caviar, man. Fuck them. Shit ain't gonna change until we take shit into our own fucking hands, man. Until we start doing shit ourselves and make it pop and create our own fucking economy, shit gonna always be the same. It's always gonna be broke motherfuckers killing broke motherfuckers for shit that ain't gonna get them no fucking where but to the next day, man. Work together, you know what I'm saying? Quit all the bullshit, quit all the hating, quit all the killing your own fucking people and help each other thrive. You know what I'm saying? Quit relying on sources and allowing motherfuckers to put fear in you to the point where you can't even question why. You know what I'm saying? Why are you asking me to do this? Why is this supposedly a fucking necessity? You know what I'm saying? Go out and do your own fucking research. Go out and find your own answers. Make the truth your own, man. Quit relying on these fucking pastors that ain't doing shit but going out and preaching their perspective on some shit. You know what I'm saying? You go to church twice a motherfucking week, break bread to these motherfuckers who ain't doing shit. They ain't putting shit in your motherfucking pocket. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, we're expanding the church so the kids will have a gym to go play in while y'all in here listening to this bullshit. Fuck that, nigga. Come pay these motherfucking bills, nigga. Why you asking for money if you preaching the good news from supposedly God? The God they preach about in the Bible is bullshit. It is a fucking bullshit. He got one fucking name, and where do you find it at in the Bible? Why is motherfuckers arguing over who the fuck this supposed supreme creator of every fucking thing is, man? Go find the answers for your fucking self, man. Quit letting these motherfuckers tell you that you need to depend on them. Find out you depend on yourself. You make what the fuck you need to make happen to support you and your seed, man. And you put that shit in your kids' head. Fucking school system, they're putting shit in your kids' heads that keep them in the fucking slave mind state. They keep them in the system. You know what I'm saying? Take all that bullshit they learn. You'd be surprised how many schools or educational systems will tell you Black history started with slavery.
That's facts.
The motherfuckers ain't teaching you where you really came from. They not. No, no. If Christianity was the beginning of all fucking things, why ain't everybody preaching the same shit? Why ain't everybody telling the same fucking story? If there's one God, if he manifested himself into the flesh, he ain't got to. You created every fucking thing. Why the fuck would he have to make himself like y'all? He created you in his image. Ain't no fucking blue eyes and blonde hair motherfucker create all this shit, man. And if you believe in the Bible, just think about it. Wool hair, brown skin. Life started in fucking Africa, man. It started in Egypt. Man, quit letting these motherfuckers tell you how you need to live or how you should live. There's amendments and then there's commandments. And you won't be woke until you learn the difference between them motherfuckers, man. That's all I gotta say. I could go a little bit deeper, but I ain't about to waste your
That
time,
was
man.
fire.
You need some CPR?
Man,
That was
you know, just do that shit. Just do research, man. You gotta make the truth your own, man. Don't let somebody. If you think about it, when you go to these churches and shit, they tell you to solely rely on faith and belief. You know what I'm saying? They not spitting no fucking facts. You know what I'm saying? If this is the truth, why the fuck does faith and what you believe have anything to do with it? You're still leaving it up to a matter of perception. You know what I'm saying? If it's a fact, it's either you get down or you lay down. It's either you with the shit or you not with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these motherfuckers sell your hopes. Have you in there looking for a spiritual high end shit? Yeah, it's gonna feel like the preacher talking directly to you. If the motherfucker saying the same shit every day, eventually you gonna have a problem where you feel like, damn, that nigga was talking to me, man. Fuck that shit. niggas buying jets and shit to bring other pastors in town while you trying to find a rod service. Man, fuck that shit. Wake the fuck up, man. Wake up. That's all I gotta say.
Trust me, man. I understand.
That's a great conversation for another time. And you know what? The clergy will have to be on that podcast. Jameer. He got it on mute. Take it off mute, Jameer.
You watching the game, I think.
The game's over.
Oh, the game over? Oh yeah, 22. 122 Golden State.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, man.
I want LeBron to win, man.
We say.
I'm going. Goodbye.
I think Golden State, bro. It's crazy because motherfuckers be like tired of the same niggas going to the finals and shit. Like,
trying to get to the post game, nigga. Damn.
Who?
Trying to get to the post game, nigga. You gotta go to a whole nother diatribe. Good shit, real shit, my nigga. God damn, man, can we get to the post game?
Go to the post, yeah, nigga.
All right, well,
you saved the worst for last, Randy. What you got to get off your chest?
All right, man. Last week we had an email. This week we don't have an email, but I want to say thank you to the dude that did send the email, you know what I'm saying? And I hope that, like I said in the beginning, that we helped you, you know what I'm saying? What he said last week was that his girlfriend of 4 years cheated with his best friend.
Oh, shit. She was
so, my guy.
Mute that nigga Ryan's mic. Hey, mute that nigga's mic before he gets started.
So I just want to.
I'll keep it short. Hey, I'll keep it short and sweet, bro. I won't even hear the rest of it. Hey, if you watching down and your girl cheated on you with your best friend, that wasn't your woman, man. Can't nobody take your woman. They can only take your bitch. Chalk it up, bro. Fuck that hoe, man. I don't give a fuck what y'all been through together, bro. You live and you learn. She was a lesson. Fuck her sister, shit.
I mean,
Randy, back to you. Back to you, Randy.
All right, but yeah. So I just want to say, bro, if anybody else has anything that want to write it into us, you know what I'm saying? We'll give our unlicensed opinion on it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not psychiatrists. I'm not at least. All right. Yeah, my only thing I gotta get off my chest this week is I don't know what it is. I don't know if I got a curse on me or what, but so a young lady, well, we're cool, whatever, but her boyfriend is mad because
Jameer left.
Yeah, I know. Because she hit me up or whatever, you know what I'm saying? She wanted to conversate. I'm always down to conversate, you know what I'm saying? Talk some business maybe. But he was like, yo, you giving too much time to him and you're not giving it to me. And I'm like, I'm confused. I'm like, bro, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? I don't think your girl want me. But yeah, she
want her.
You said what?
But do you want her?
No, pimp, nah.
Okay.
I don't play like that.
I know Randy, and that's a goddamn.
He got his whole life to fuck that bitch. You only want her for the weekend, man. Go ahead, hit that. Randy, he got tomorrow. You want it tonight, nigga.
Randy, this your problem. You ain't been through your whole phase yet. Once you go through your whole phase, you ain't gonna give a shit about none of these hoes.
Bro, I don't care about these hoes nowadays. What you mean?
So you said the boyfriend, her boyfriend is mad because she been spending time with you?
Yeah, because she's been talking to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, all right, this might be a little personal, but fuck it. Let's just say some elbows have been thrown a couple times in her direction. And so...
he talking Bill Cosby.
So she let me know, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I mean, if you want to, like, we can talk. I got free time or something like that. Like if I'm editing or something like that, but I got free time. We'll talk about it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this happened. This has happened way more than once.
So she caught a 3-piece in a biscuit though. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
She caught an uppercut, a forearm smash and a roundhouse kick to her noggin. Is that what you're telling me?
Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai.
He said Cobra Kai. Wax on, wax off, motherfucker.
She need to get up out of there. She need to get up out of Dodge or get us.
No.
Get us
Hold
on, one at a time.
Get the fuck out of Dodge and get some sparring gear or some shit.
All I'm saying is I know who the dude is, you know what I'm saying? And like I've kicked it with him. But
you
kicked
it with a woman beater, Randy.
Bro, you act like I warn people. I'll be like, yo, he's done this in the past, you know what I'm saying? But she still went for it. So they ain't got shit to do with me.
Dirty back. You scandalous, Randy. That nigga dirty back.
You set that hoe up, Randy. That's
I told her in advance. That shit ain't got shit to do with me. If you don't listen to me when I tell you, when I give you a warning, that's on you.
You told her from the start.
Yeah, I told her from the jump.
Oh yeah, she
back to motherfucker, boy.
Yeah, hey, dog. She got to charge it to the game, dog.
Are you a dirty back nigga, boy?
No, I don't want that bitch like that.
Starter, nigga.
Damn, Randy.
Nah, bro. I
can't be now she can't get no more animals.
You said what?
That bitch got choke slam. Now she can't swallow them edibles you been feeding. That nigga scandalous. He was like, hey, you know he ain't shit, right? Get that pussy to a real nigga.
No, I would never dirty Mac. That is not in my bloodline. I'm not one of these niggas. But on that note, if y'all got anything else, nobody got anything else.
Hey, that's white skin shit, boy.
No, you don't love beige. Nah. I can't take that one. No.
That nigga was in her inbox like, you know we don't love you, right?
Hell no. I would never do this like that. Don't put that on me because that's already been put on me before when I was in high school. You know what I'm saying, this is the nigga that'll take your but
just don't hit her with that jagged edge and you'll be all right. Don't hit her with that jagged edge and you'll be all right.
All right, man. And on that note,
love you.
This is the Average Guy Podcast on the Average Guy Studio. And what I need you guys to do, don't forget to like, subscribe, tell a friend, share the episode. You know what I'm saying? If you don't watch it all the way through, I know I messed up last week, or no, I know I messed up Tuesday and didn't make the clips. I overslept, and then I had to work at 6 a.m. But I overslept, and then other stuff happened later on that day. So I will make clips for this. I promise I won't miss any more clips. But yeah, like, subscribe, tell a friend, and follow me on Facebook at the Average Guy Podcast. Follow our sports thing, Grit Sports Media on Facebook. Also follow the Average Guy Studios on Instagram. And y'all got anything else I need to plug? Anything coming up? Anything big?
Yeah.
What you got?
Hell yeah. Hey, it's hot than a motherfucker out here. We're in Kansas City. This is the time of year where you just gotta take the condom off and let Jesus take the wheel, man. Fucking shit pretty, boy. Throw that bitch down some stairs.
Dude, hey, I want to say shame on the Golden State Warriors for even going into overtime with these bums. That was bad. You know what I'm saying? This was a game Cleveland was supposed to win. So yeah, we'll give them one more. They're 4-1 now. They were at 4-2. Now they at 4-1. So we'll see about game 3. You know what I'm saying? Game 3 is coming. So.
Ryan, you with me? You with me, Ryan?
Oh my God. Oh, you said what? Golden State what?
Golden State in fall.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. We cool.
By yourself, Lord.
You all by yourself, Shannon Sharp.
What?
Hey, they could get swept. Hey, Brian, boy, that nigga had to put in some major fucking leg work to get where they at now, boy. He might be gassed out, man. Hey, they could get swept, but I'm gonna play it safe because I ain't been following them niggas all year, bro. Hey, Golden State at 5, man. Hey, this nigga said motherfuckers was mad because they see the same two teams in the finals for a year straight, and dude, I forget who the fuck they was interviewing. But he was like, the NBA needs to get better. How y'all feel about that?
Who said that?
Oh, Kevin.
It was a light-skinned nigga on Golden State. Don't ask me name. I don't know.
Oh,
but you probably looked it up though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Steph, it was another nigga. It was another light-skinned dude.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. The NBA needs to get better. Yeah. Needs to get much.
Would that same ideology apply to the NFL with New England always being in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, you got a point. You definitely got a point.
Yeah, but it's different in the NFL. New England's not there every year because, you know, it's more of a testament to what New England does especially because the NFL is one and done. You know what I'm saying? So you can slip up at any moment. And New England's been kicked out, you know, a couple times. I know Baltimore's taken them out. Peyton Manning was able to take them out a couple times. So, New England's just that damn good. You know what I'm saying?
Do y'all think it would be such a problem if the NBA switched from best of 7 to one and done?
Hell nah. Close the show down. Nigga, you tripping. Hell no.
Like, would it be less attractive if it was one and done instead of, you know what I'm saying? If they let more people into the playoffs and it was one and done instead of best of 7?
Nah.
And on that note, we'll probably talk in the aftermath. But we'll see you guys next Tuesday, man. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. I want to thank all my co-hosts. Corey.
Wakanda forever.
Kelvin, I don't know if he's there, but Kelvin.
I'm right here.
Yeah.
He next to that. He next to that fuchsia pillow.
And it's a pink one right here, motherfucker.
Oh, shit. That nigga over there rubbing one out, boy. You watching Pornhub on the table.
No, that's when I get off with y'all. I'm playing FIFA right
now. All right, y'all. And we out, man. Peace. Oh, yeah, one more thing. Don't forget, if you have a message that you want to send to me, send it to the Facebook page or my Instagram or my Snapchat. It's Randy_Ace. But yeah,
sad messages.
and we out, man. Peace.